Hi everyone, this is Abdullah Mohammed, studying Masters in Information Systems in Federation University. The topic I'm going to speak is about contemporary challenges for IT managers. The topic will be enterprise architecture. It will be very helpful for the self-development of the for IT managers and to have hands-on knowledge on enterprise architecture. Enterprise architecture aligns with functional business and objectives with an IT strategy and execution plan. It guides directly for the evolution and transformation of enterprises with technology, which makes information technology a strategic asset for successfully implementing a modern business strategy. uh, Enterprise architecture, current state enterprise architecture model, future state enterprise architecture reference model that is needed to execute on the proposed business gap analysis that identifies and shortens the current state in terms of its ability to support the objectives and strategy of the business. State in the future state, enterprise wide perspective, business services, business processes, information applications, technology, and enterprise architecture ensures the enterprise goals and objectives addressed in a general way across all IT projects. Value of enterprise architecture will be enhanced if it is embedded into organization culture for capital management, project management, asset management, resources, strategy formulation, and not as a class project. It's a journey, not a project. It evolves over time and needs to maintain the flexibility required to adjust the changes in the market condition. Strategy shift and new innovations in technology. Enterprise architecture frameworks have successfully managed the complexity of innovation and change. EA frameworks. It guides an architect through all areas of architecture development. It's a repository of practices, tools, processes, and templates to assist in creation of the various scopes of architecture. EA transformation, like common vocabulary, models, and taxonomy, process, principles, strategies, and tools. Uh, Enterprise guidance catalog for deliverables and artifacts. Recommendation of products and configuration using enterprise architecture frameworks streamlines the process of creating and maintaining architecture at all levels and enables the organization to leverage the value of architecture best practices. Many enterprise architecture frameworks exist in the country, like Zachman framework for enterprise architecture. Although it's itself described as a framework, it's actually more accurately defined as taxonomy. The Open Group Architectural Framework (TOGAF), also called as frameworks, it's actually more accurately defined as a process. The Federal Enterprise Architecture can be viewed as either an implemented enterprise architecture or a prospective methodology for creating an enterprise architecture. The Gartner methodology, the last one, can be the best described as an enterprise architectural practice. Oracle Enterprise Architecture Framework provides an efficient business-driven framework to align the IT and business strategies. Oracle created a hybrid enterprise architecture framework influenced by TOGAF, FEA, and the Gartner. Oracle framework act as a complementary to other EA frameworks with clear mapping to TOGAF and FEA. It provides just enough structure and just in time to meet the business requirement of the organization. The key values are driven by business strategy, standardize and simplifies technical architecture, compromises just enough modeling for enterprise solution, architecture efforts, reuses best practices, models and references, architecture from industry and commercial vendors focuses initially on speed and delivery of high event guidance. Develop collaboratively with business owners, stakeholders, and skilled architects. Develop iteratively and matures evolutionary for breadth and depth. Can be enforced, technology agnostic but leverages Oracle expertise. Oracle To create this enterprise architecture component, Oracle has created a streamlined process to facilitate the development. The Oracle architecture development process defines a practical approach for working with customers collaboratively to align their enterprise and solution architectures to their business strategies and goals. ODP components have high six levels, that's architecture, vision, current state architecture, future state architecture, strategic roadmap like EA governance and business case. Its approach enables many of these phases to be run concurrently to reduce the time associated with creating architectures of various scopes. Also, the TP is meant to be a highly iterative process because architectures are developed and refined with feedback. The task performed in each phase and prescribed guidance for performing the task in practical and most efficient manner that leverage Oracle Enterprise Architecture Repository that can be reusable architecture artifacts deliverable created in each phase, generally one consumable PowerPoint document that summarizes the result of each task and references are all artifacts produced in each phase. Artifacts created in each phase, individual models and diagrams. The simplified documentation approach provides just enough details without requiring excessive overhead associated with documentation. EA repository. EA repository is an Oracle internal repository for all architecture artifacts and deliverables that are captured and developed throughout the lifecycle of an enterprise architecture. The purpose of this repository is to provide information describing the current state architecture and a library of reference architecture models and principles that describes the target state of the architecture given the business objectives, benefits and we'll go with the benefits and conclusion now. Enterprise architecture application frameworks provide significant value to an organization, including continuous alignment of business and IT, improve return on investment through better execution of the business strategy using IT, and more efficient reuse of the IT resources. And third one, leveraging technology to create new business strategies, using a single framework to combine products, services and architecture around all technology. Thank you very much.